Hi. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our webinar series, Parenting Your Teenagers. My name is Oluwatoyin Ogunkomi. I'm your one and only family psychologist that's here to help you connect with your teenager, help you to understand who your teenager is, connect with your teenagers, and also provide you with the necessary skills, tools, and resources to have a good relationship with them. So as we're joining in, please can you just go to the comment section, type in your name, type in where you're streaming from, and if you have more than one teenagers, what are their ages? So for me, I have two young adults and I have a teenager that I'm raising right now. And I'm here to actually tell you that raising teenagers and young adults could be a bit difficult, but with the right tools, with the right resources, you can get a perfect job done. So you're welcome to today's series. So today, like every week, we have another interesting topic. Today, I'm talking about something very interesting. And it's simple ways to build healthy connections with your teenagers during the holidays. For those who have teenagers in high school, most of them will be coming home by this week. This weekend, by this week, most of them will be coming home. And this is a good opportunity for you to rebuild your relationship. You know, as parents, as a psychologist, one of the things I've seen cases whereby parents are alienated from their teenagers. I've seen cases where I've seen the effect of when there's a disconnect between parents and their teenagers. I've seen the effect of young adults who are indifferent to their parents because they have no feelings or no emotional connections whatsoever with these parents. And if you're a parent watching this and you're either in either of these cases, either you've been alienated from your teenager, you're disconnected from your teenager, or you have a feeling that your teenager is being indifferent towards you. Your teenager does not show love, does not show empathy. Your teenager is just there in their home, Don't worry. I'm here to work with you and to help you build that relationship. So holidays are here. And one of the best thing about the year is the holiday period. I love Christmas because it's a time to bond. It's a time to bond, to have a deep connection with the children. It's also a time to build memories, to create positive memories with them. So if you're here and you have teenagers and they're coming home, I'm sure you're excited as I am. One of the things I do, especially when my boys, when they come back from the university, is that the day they come back, we have like a feast because I cook, I do all sorts of dishes for them. I bring out everything, just to welcome them. And every time they come home, they say, Mommy, we look forward to coming home because of the fact that you're going to treat us, the way you arrange the home, the way you make everything, as I welcome them. So, as parents, one of the things you can do for your teenagers to make them feel good about coming home is the fact that you welcome them home. You create that positive home environment for them to come to. Holiday period, like I said, I love holidays. Holiday is a period for you to reconnect with them. Holiday is a period, especially the Christmas period. The Christmas season is a season of love, a season where we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. And it's a wonderful period for families to bond and recreate positive memories. If I may ask you, let's go to the comment section. What can you remember about your childhood? Whenever I ask these questions, I always get responses like, oh, I remember our Christmas holiday, or I remember the Easter holiday, oh, I remember New Year's celebration and all that. These are the best period. The holidays are the best period for you to create lasting memories for your children. So you're welcome, like I said. So today I'll be sharing a few things how you can rebuild the connection between you and your teenagers. Like I said, this is one of the best parts of my job. Teaching, I love when I teach parents how to connect with their teenagers, and I love to see the positive impact my teachings always have on my clients. So You're welcome. You're welcome. So the first thing we need to do as parents is to understand the reason we need to create this relationship with them. We need to know why we're creating. As you're coming, just I've started already. So as you're coming, just go to the comment section, right where you're watching from. If you're raising teenagers, just tell me how many teenagers you're raising. I'll send the replay. You can watch the beginning. I've already started. You can watch the replay. So welcome. So as I was saying, I said the holiday period is the best time for you to build that rebuild that connection with your children, because the holiday period is a time where you can actually, they're all at home, you're home with them, and you can also use that period to create memories with them. So what are the things you can do? How can you rebuild your relationship with them during the holiday? So for parents who already have a good relationship with your maybe you already have like a seemingly okay relationship with them. For one thing you can do is to open the channel of communication. For those who don't have, and what you can do is to open the channel of communication, create a home environment where your children can actually speak to you. And if there is already conflict between you and your teenager, I think this will be the best time for you to resolve that conflict. Take them out individually. Don't take them out as a group. Take them out individually and, speak to them. If you are the one at fault as a parent, then it's better for you to apologize and let your child know that you're sorry for whatever has caused it. And if they are the one, like I posted in the group, for those of you that are in the parenting group, Smart Parents Raising Awesome Teenagers group, I posted something a few days ago that since we are the adults in the relationship, it's our duty to build that bridge, whereby our children can always come back to us, that bridge where we can always go to our children and have discussion with them. It's very important that we build that bridge, very, very important. So like I said, first thing is to create an open channel of communication. You have to open the channel of communication for you to engage in activities that can connect you with your children. So imagine you don't have a relationship with your child and you now call your child, yeah, come, let's arrange this Christmas tree. That's the way they even arrange the Christmas tree with you, we're very hostile and all that. But if you've been able to open the channel of communication where you've been able to express how you feel, your thoughts and your concerns towards them, and you also encourage them to speak up. Like I said, each child, go out with each child. I said, don't go out together as a group. Go out with each child one by one to build this connection. So another thing you can do another activity you can do in building this connection, rebuilding this connection with them, is for you to respect their independence. It's very important as parents that we should know that our teenagers are growing, and acknowledge their need for independence, give them space when needed. Also, make an effort to be available when they need you to connect with them. There are different activities you can do during this holiday period to connect with your teenagers. And I'll be reading out these activities one by one. For those that are from the Christian faith, one activity you can do with them is mounting your Christmas tree. Mounting your Christmas tree. You can do that together as a family. You can also do that you can do that one-on-one. But it's very interesting. I remember last year when we mounted our Christmas tree, everyone participated. And it was really, really lovely. We're sharing experiences, talking about it. The part where one person did not get it right. Oh no, that's not the right. We're able to talk. It was quite a lovely experience. And you can also use the opportunity to maybe have snacks, have drinks, so that as they're arranging the trees, that snacking with it and all that. Having a one-on-one relationship with your children is very interesting, very fun, especially when they're older. The fact that you share memories together, you talk about things together, is very, very, it's very interesting and very fun. So like I said, part of the things you do, part of the activities you can do. I'm reading something. Okay, so part of the activities you can do, I said one, the first thing to do is to build the bridge, build the connection, open a channel of communication where you can have discussion with them, respect their independence. That's another thing you can do. Then different activities you can do during the holidays. You can have a cooking challenge. So I spoke about mounting the Christmas tree and the decoration in the home. It's something that you can do together. Then having a cooking challenge. Maybe the men cook against the girls, or the father and the daughter against mother and son or sons. These are activities you can do that can bond you with your teenager. Another thing you can do is you can go out with them. You can go out with them. Maybe you plan outings with each one of them, or as a group, if you have more than one teenagers, you can plan activities with them. You could go swimming, you could go Christmas shopping, you could go visiting the motherless babies, but plan activities with them. Plan activities with them. It's fun when they do things together, when you do things together as a family. Another thing you can do, so I've spoken about mounting the Christmas tree. I've spoken about having cooking competitions or cooking challenge in the home where the boys and the girls will, separately, or father and the girls, mothers and the guys. I also spoke about you going out, creating activities, maybe going to see the motherless children. You can plan special outing. You can plan a special outing. Maybe it could be a day trip to the museum. For those of you staying in Abuja, there was this museum myself and my family went to during the last holiday. It's the Nike Art Gallery. Beautiful place to go to see different pictures. So you can go to the museum, you can go to the park. Just look for activities that both of you would love to do. The thing about this simple ways of building connection is that it doesn't have to be expensive, but it's the fact that you're doing something with them. That's the most important thing. The fact that you're doing something with them. The another thing you can do is you can have each member curate their holiday playlist. So maybe music they love to listen to, and maybe in the evenings everybody will play their different playlists. Maybe the parents would play their playlist. Of course, parents' playlist might be oldies, right? Yeah, very interesting. So the parents will play their playlist, then the children too can play their playlist. Just to create. One thing you need to understand is that everything you're doing is to build connection, is to create a positive home environment, and also to create lasting memories for your children. These are the things they will remember about you when they leave home, how you made them feel special, how you connected to their core. When you connect to their core, this is one way of you building connection with them. Then I spoke about going out, special outing, creating a family playlist. I spoke about cooking competition, cooking together. You can also take photo shoots, planning a photo shoot, maybe on Christmas Day or on New Year's Day. Just plan activities together. You could visit lovely holiday resorts for those of you that want to travel out of the country, or want to travel out of your location, you want to go to another state or another town. You could plan a holiday vacation. You can do a local holiday vacation. Maybe you could go to a hotel. Maybe you have some 5-star hotels where they have the swimming pool, they have the sport, they have very lovely sporting equipment, they have very lovely diners and all that. But the fact of the thing is that as a family, you need to do things together. And before you can create, you have to have a relationship with them. If you don't have a relationship with them, like I said when I started, I said you need to be the one to build the bridge. Build the bridge so that your child can always come to you, and so that you can always go to your child. It's very important. Other activities you can do crafts with them. So the Christmas decoration you want to put in your house, you can actually do them yourself. You can have outdoor activities, maybe mountain hiking, anything outdoor. You can do outdoor activities. Then I also said you can volunteer. You can go to the motherless babies home, or volunteer at the local charity, maybe at the church, or at it's somewhere first where you can volunteer, just as part of you showing humanity to other people. The holiday period is a wonderful time. I love the holiday period, especially the Christmas period. Most in my home, we used to travel a lot during the Christmas. Either we travel out of the country, or we travel to Lagos, or we just used to travel during Christmas. But it's been a while that I've done that. The another thing you can do for parents, as parents, that you can host a party, a Christmas party, whereby you can tell your children to invite their friends over. When they do this, it's another way of you getting to know who their friends are. It's another opportunity for you to, connect with their friends. And this is one thing we do. So for the past 3-4 years, we've been having Christmas party. I said we stopped traveling during Christmas. For the past 3-4 years, we've been having Christmas party. And during this party, we tell our children to invite their friends over. So when they invite their friends over, we have chats with our friends, we discuss with our friends. And these are things you can do to endear your children to you. Building connection with your teenagers are very, very simple. But for parents who do not understand these simple things, you might think it's something big, maybe going to buy something extra. You don't need to buy something extra. It's just those little things you do that really, really matters. So if you have a question, please can just put in the chat box. I will answer some questions before I round off. I have about 6 minutes left. If you have any question, please can put it in the chat box while I round off. So let me just do a short recap of what I started with. So I said the holiday period is a wonderful time. The festive period, the holiday period is a wonderful time to build connection, to rebuild your relationship with your children. I said it's the period where, for example, for the Christmas period is a season of love. It's a period where we celebrate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. And it's a beautiful period for families to bond and create positive, lasting memories for their children. And I also spoke about the fact that as parents, it's an opportunity for you to also be in the lives of your children. It's also an opportunity for you to teach 1 or 2 things during this period. The holiday period is just a wonderful time. So for parents, I would really want you to maximize this period to build a healthy connection with your children. And what are the things I said you could do? First thing is for you to bridge, if you have conflict, if there's a conflict between you and your children, create that bridge. Go and meet your child, have a discussion with your child, take the child out. If you are the cause of the conflict, or just have a chat with the child to even understand why there's a conflict. Is it because you feel your child is being unreasonable, your child is not listening to you? Or the child could also say, Mommy, you don't listen to, just both of you need to reach an agreement, let there be a middle ground where both of you can come together to rebuild the relationship. Then I said other things you can do is after you've rebuilt the relationship, you could have like a plan. Okay, so what do we do during this holiday? I said you could have decoration night, maybe a night where you all decorate the house together for Christmas. So this for the Christian families. You could have have your Christmas decoration, have snacks while you're bringing out the Christmas tree and decorating the house. You could also have cooking challenge whereby the girls will cook against the guys. You could also use this opportunity to bake. You could have movie nights as a family. You could have movie nights one-on-one. You can take them out to interesting places. There's an for those in Abuja, there's an art gallery in Lugbe. You can take them to the museum. You can take them to, there are wonderful, beautiful places you can take them to. But the most important thing is that you're taking them to places where they would like to visit. So it will not be another boring event whereby the child feels, is Mommy taking us out? No, let them pick what they want to do and use this opportunity to connect with them. I also spoke about the fact that Hi. We're almost ending. People just joined. We're almost ending. I also spoke about the fact that you could volunteer as a family, go to the motherless babies home. For those of you who've not created your family goals, you can also use this opportunity to create family goals with your children. It's very important, create family goals with them. Let them create their own goal. Well, there are a lot of activities you can actually do during this period. And like I said, it's not the value, it's not the monetary value of what you're doing, but the fact is the thought behind what you're doing. The fact that you want to spend time with your children, the fact that you want to interact with them, the fact that you want to rebuild your relationship with them. And during that first meeting where you're having that conversation with them, asking them what's the right, is there a conflict, trying to resolve the conflict, it's very important that you notice what they say, notice their body language. And as parents, let's try to change whatever it is they've complained about us. And whatever it is that you've noticed about them that you don't like, have that discussion with them. Tell them, let them know that these are the things I do not like about what you do. So for example, you have a child that each time you need to talk to the child like 5 times before the child does what you've asked him or her to do. Let the child know that these are my grievances, these are the things I don't like about our relationship. So I hope with these few points of mine, you're going to have a wonderful holiday period. Children are coming home. Make the holiday fun for them. What I said when I started, that whenever my children are coming home, I always have a feast for them. I cook all sorts. So they're coming home, they're meeting, feast on the table, it's and they always love, because they tell me, Mommy, each time we come home, you make us feel welcome, make us feel wanted. And they're always looking forward to that, to the fact that, whenever we go home, Mommy is always, arranging the home for us and all that. So I want to say thank you so much for joining. If you have any other question, you can just write it in the group, because I have another meeting by 8 o'clock. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Have a nice evening. Let me stop recording. Let me see.